Yeah. Cadence through the ceiling, it's the vibe you give and running through my heart. Music drives my feelings.
Hey everybody, what's going down? It's your girl J.Renae. You know I always got something to say, and today, oh my gosh, I've been waiting to interview this artist forever. He is the homie. He is. I'm talking about if you had a phone, if you had a phone last year, Woo was literally that song of the summer last year, and I still play it to this day. Y'all give it up for the one and only Young Vinchy.
Yeah, I'm doing this from the bed, man. I'm doing this from the bed today, man. Hey, got up
Hey,
this morning. Hey, got up this morning at like 9 o'clock, man. Made a quick 10 ball, got back in the bed, man. Got back in the bed, man.
I just want to know, Woo. It was it was such a banger. Like how did all that come about?
Man, woo, woo. I think I made woo like officially. Woo was the only song I actually wrote ever in life. To be honest with you, woo. I think I actually made that song in 2019, but I never released it till 2020, and I think that's the year Pop Smoke died, huh? That was really the main reason why I really released it. But the whole point of that song was to try to get a collab with Pop Smoke, if I was gonna be honest with you. And then um, he passed away. So once he passed away, I just decided to make it a single.
And it was popping. Do you hear me? It was. I wanted it to be.
A global song. It's
Yes,
supposed to
right,
be.
right. A
It was
global, a
supposed.
global
Yeah,
song.
it's supposed to be. It's really supposed to be. I don't. I feel like maybe I didn't put in enough hard work to make it push that far. But yeah, that song is supposed to be for sure.
I feel like
100%.
that was the door opening to who Young Vinci is.
Is yes, that
Yeah.
song most definitely. That song, I think it was it was Trap Baby, then it was that song, but it was really that song.
How did you get into music?
That's a good one. You know what's crazy? I always it was a time when me and my little siblings. I have five brothers. Well, I had four brothers, including myself, making it five, and one sister. So growing up, we used to have this little competition we used to do where we'll just play a beat and we'll just start freestyling amongst each other. Whoever got the best freestyle or whatever, but we would judge it by sending it out to people, and they'll be like, okay, this guy's the hardest one. Like me and my brothers used to do everything together, pretty much. But over the years, that's how life goes. But that's how I started rapping, though. It just started off as a messing around thing, and then I kind of locked in after a while.
What were some of the pros and cons going in? Were you just like all in from the jump, or were you like, I got to figure out this business side before I could take this on full time?
I kind of jumped in here first, if I'm be honest. I don't think I really thought I didn't really think I don't think my full time goal is rap or me being an artist. I think my full time goal is on some other shit. Like I'm a funny nigga. So I like doing a lot of funny shit. So really rap was gonna be my gateway into the movie industry, to be honest with you. Because I think that's what I ultimately want to do, comedy movies and kind of just run like my little label and make it as big as possible. Because I feel like I have an ear for good music. So it's like all the underground Houston artists and stuff. I could kind of boost them up if I if I was to create a path today, I could boost up a lot of artists. Like Houston got a lot of underground artists. Chemo, Young Matter, Counter Kill, Lube, fucking Playful Ass Mook. It's a lot of people that's actually very talented out here, but I feel like the OGs, the older generation, so people are still people. No matter how old people get, they still be in the way. I feel like personally, like they like the attention they get, so they just don't want to shift out the way necessarily, or they don't want to pass the ball. But they're just how I go. I feel like it's just a Houston thing, to be honest. So I've,
Yeah.
I've been trying to kind of break that curse, but the only way that I could do that is if I go ahead and break my barricade first, and I kind of lost focus on that when I got in a relationship. To be quite frankly honest, I just kind of lost focus in my career. Because if you notice, I didn't rap the whole 2021. I don't know if anybody knows, but from 2020 to 21, I did not rap 21. So when I dropped Woo, I just literally stopped rapping, which was the dumbest shit I could have probably did. But
I'm not gonna lie, Wu carried though. Wu carried.
no, Woo carried a long time. It carried, but I didn't. Whenever as an artist, whenever you're emerging, if you give them one good song, you give them one hit right here. They're expecting you for the next one. It's either you fumble the bag or you know what I'm saying. You give them another one, and then you give them another one. Then you there. You see what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
gave them Woo, and I didn't give them shit else till 2022.
I mean,
So it's like
you was focusing on
on my
personal things.
relationship, I was focusing on the wrong thing in life. I had to understand. I had to sit there and tell myself it's either I choose love or I choose my career. And that should not be an option. Point blank. Period. Like if you're in a relationship and you're female and your spouse does not support everything you do 100%, which I'm not gonna say she didn't, but I just had a rap block. I couldn't rap pretty much. For whole 21, I couldn't rap. When I go to the studio, it was just a block. It was weird. I couldn't rap. But I broke out that funk when I left my relationship, so that's what made me realize, okay, female just stressed me out.
Do you think that as a Houston artist, there's always this preconceived notion about how Houston artists are supposed to rap, being that our OGs had to break down that barrier so hard that now people have put Houston artists under this lamp or a microscope?
Mm. Let me ask you a question. Who do you think is the hardest Houston artist?
At the moment, Rocky Banks.
Rocky Banks. That's an underground artist.
Yes, he has. Let me. He's like, if I could really, it's like
I'm
Kendrick
saying,
Lamar and Big Sean because I love his lyricism. Like he has the ability to paint a picture, but also give you that feel of the bass of the sound.
okay, Rocky Banks. I'm gonna listen to his shit. But I was saying, like, overall, who do you think is the hardest Houston artist ever?
Ever,
All time. If you was to choose top three, who's the all time?
I would have to say Young Bill Rap Sumo.
Okay.
Um, I already said like Rocky Banks, and I'm gonna say, dang, this one a little hard. Dang, okay, hold up. Oh, Mitch Mars.
And those are all underground artists. That's what you chose to go with.
So Sumo, he actually is signed to Screw. He signed, but the other two are not.
Okay, but we have Travis Scott, Beyonce, Meg, Sauce, Slim,
We have
Zero,
Paul Wall, Lil Kiki. We
Trey,
have
Paul Wall.
Pope.
But where
But yeah, we have
you
those.
know, and it's probably only two or three that get back to the community. They try to uplift Houston again. Like from what I know, this Trey, Paul, Slim a cool nigga, but Slim really don't do too much. Slim more of a he just living his life at this point. But I don't see none of the main artists like doing anything major to uplift the city's underground music, if you get what I'm saying. Everybody has to fight for their own, which is the craziest thing because it's like you would think because they're watching how Dallas is moving, you would think Houston would make an adjustment, because Dallas is really not better than Houston. If you really think about it, Dallas is really not. But it's just so much hate and so much dick riding going on out here, which I never understood. It's nuts. You can't do anything in here without dick riding. You can't. If you want to go perform, what's his name is coming to perform? What's his name? Big X the Plug, right? He's doing the little show with Cartel Boo and
Mm-hmm.
All of them. And now Cartel made a post. So who do y'all want to see? We already know all that stuff is public stunts. Niggas already made their decision. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, when you sit there and you do, let's say you do, okay, you messing with Persona, Maxwell Cream and them, and then you messing with the other side that they don't fuck with. Now you have now not even that I know they're beef or I know they smoke or whatever, but now I have a rift between me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm cool with these guys. These guys don't like me, and these guys don't like me because I'm cool with these guys. So it's so much weird shit that go on out here that I can't like. It's like you have to go make your own path. You got to create your own path. The only nigga I feel like had it easy out here was probably Don Toliver, and that
Honestly,
was because of Travis Scott.
do you think that is it because not necessarily a market, but something needs to be created so that way everybody can come together as one?
The old niggas got to get out the way. That's just what it is. The old niggas, they don't believe. I don't know if they don't believe in the.
Because I can tell you this
I
right
don't
now,
know what it is.
I could say like when I interviewed Kiki, Kiki definitely ride for the underground artist. He really waiting on somebody to like be like, hey, get on the future.
I mean, niggas. But at the end of the day, what is that feature gonna do? These niggas is old. Like the only like look at Mexican OT for example. South Walker is a nigga that wants to bring Houston together. If you pay attention, that's what he's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Everything the nigga does, like I'm not gonna say I'm a Walk fan, like I'm a Walk fan in the music, but Walk is he's a great inspiration. If you really pay attention to everything this man does, no matter how he goes about it, the nigga is really way smarter than what a lot of people think. Like well, all that little extra shit he does, that's on him. But he's actually a very smart nigga. He's actually very intelligent, and it's nuts that it takes. But I've known Sauce Walker since I was probably in middle school when the nigga was fighting that in the mall when he was fighting in the mall with the
In the Galleria.
in the gallery and his wood buddy. Yeah, that's the Sauce that I remember. So it's like going from that nigga to this nigga, he's like, just watching him grow and actually watching him stay consistent while the whole city hated on him. Because regardless of the situation, regardless of that nobody wanted to kick it or say it, I don't think a lot of people like South Walker. I don't think they like what he does. I personally don't because it's still a lot of hate. Houston doesn't even promote Houston. If you go to a Houston club right now, you're not gonna hear no Houston music. You're not. The only time you're gonna hear it is if the artist is in the building, which is nuts. Like you can't. It's I don't know. The culture out here is tough. That's all I can say. Houston is a tough place.
I remember
Tough
Sauce
place.
Walker, and I think that was back when it wasn't even a lot of them. I think it was him, Sancho. Uh, it was really them two, but they had made their own shirts, and I was in the club, totally underage, and they would come out like they just come out on 10. And I think I told Miss Meg this, and I was just like, whoa, that is a lot of energy. That was a lot of energy. But bye bye, when I tell you that they was on 10 the whole night on that stage, I forgot what song it was. That was back when everybody,
Probably I'm too legit to quit it. If not, I'm too legit to quit it. Got to be the other one. The one he did with Sancho. The one
I'm talking, this was back
drop
when they
top or
was,
something. Like
it,
it's
when I tell
so
you I don't remember, man, but I remember like you remember when people had made their own shirts and they had like glitter on the words and
yeah.
stuff, but it looked like for real, like you can go to Sharpstown and get that made and all that. Man, they came out and we was just like, that's a lot of energy right there, man. But
Oh God,
they never stopped. They never stopped.
they never stopped. Look at bro. Sauce is the only nigga that went against Drake. Niggas forget that. Niggas honestly forget that. Like niggas forgot this nigga hopped on a back-to-back beat and really went belt to ass. But niggas didn't want to give him his credit because Drake was a higher artist. Which Drake is a cool nigga. I don't got nothing against Drake. But if you really want to go play both them tracks back to back, Drake version and the Sauce version, that nigga went fed.
Is he
And
somebody?
That's when Houston started hating on him. But you see, he still found the weight. That's why I gotta respect the nigga. That nigga went against Drake and made it out.
Is Houston not Houston? Is Sauce somebody that you would definitely collab on a record with?
I fuck with Sauce Walker. I fuck with Sauce. I most definitely. This probably is him, Paul Wall, and that's I think that's pretty much it right now for me in Houston. You know, like I like Nate. I like the Mexican OT. You see, I just did a song with Young Gal. I forgot about that too. Young Gal. Young Gal is actually a very that's another artist that a lot of people don't talk about.
Him and OTB.
OTD Fast Lane. Me and them had our little differences. But overall, if I'm to judge the nigga music, the nigga know what he doing. You know, I feel like they just a little older, so niggas just it just is what it is when it comes to them niggas. But overall, I think Houston has what it takes to be bigger than Atlanta, if you ask me personally. But
Oh,
if you
for
truly
sure, for sure.
the talent is just too much, you know what I'm saying? And it's just too much hate as well. Like look what Lil Baby did with Lucci and Thug. He didn't fix the whole relationship that niggas didn't have burnt for a long time. That young nigga fixed it. And then you look left and you look right. Houston niggas are still beefing from shit that from a female. It really be a lot. Niggas be beefing about female shit. I don't know, man. The city is sick. City is sick.
I
City is sick.
think I think that Houston, in a sense, and also outside people have made it into a funnel. Like they group everybody together and expect everybody to trickle through the same way, and it's just like no. And then you also have people that like to put people in the bucket. And it's like nobody. In reality, a lot of Houston people do like to help each other. It's just that because we have so many boundaries that don't nobody want to cross them. I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying there should be an open communication.
Man, see, I'm the type of nigga I am is I'm the type of person I don't hold my mouth for nobody. That's why a lot of people don't. I mean, a lot of people will not be a fan of me because always people always say be honest. Honesty when you honest, you actually create a lot of chaos. A nigga will tell you be honest with him and don't want to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. So the type of nigga I am is I don't care what type of barricade I gotta go through. I don't care if I gotta do this shit by myself. Like I've always really, to be honest, I really did it. I've really been doing it by myself. The only people that have looked out for me in the city so far, I would say Domination Nation, which is one nigga, which is really CEO, but that's his that's his crew in Block Monster. I don't know if you know OG Block. I don't know if y'all know him, but he the one that owned the Oxygen Fitness Gym.
I've heard of Block Monster E.
Yeah, Block
Yeah.
Monster E. That's one of the realest niggas in the city. A lot of people don't. A lot of people have like, oh man, he's a scary guy, man. Oh, but he's actually a cool ass nigga, man. Like it's just I don't know. I'm a genuine nigga. So anything genuine, that's why I leave to it. I don't really care. I'm not really too much about the money. We all make money. We all make money. Everybody make money. You know what I'm saying? Money comes and money goes, bro. That's one thing I learned about this life. So I don't sit there and I'm not a paper nigga. I'm not an old man. You know what I'm saying? I know OGs that got millions. That money not really at the end of the day, once you get the money, you get other problems the money can't fix. You know what I'm saying? So life it's always problems. There's always an obstacle you go through. And just to see see how what type of heart you got at the end of the day. If you're a man or you a bitch. That's it. Can't be nothing else.
What do you think sets you apart as an artist? Period. Like as an artist,
What do I think what?
what do you think sets you apart as an artist?
Me. Me. My voice. The way I talk. If you pay attention to how I rap, I don't even know if you want to call it. I don't even want to. I necessarily don't know if you want to say I rap because that's another thing. I don't call myself a rapper. I call myself an artist because I feel like the way I do shit is different. I don't really. I don't write music. I don't. I don't I don't really like. It's really not. If you listen to my music, it's really just. either a fast paced, good energy, good vibe, or I'm making something for the females. It's really no hardcore rap. You're not gonna hear me sit there and tell you, "Oh yeah, sold 100 bricks." No, you know what I'm saying? Like it just, I don't know. I always thought niggas was bad criminals, and rap always gives niggas the leeway to be bad criminals. Look at Dirk. You a multi-million-dollar nigga, and you let some little kids, trick you out your spot. So with that being said, sometimes in life you gotta stop understanding that people think money is power. For some odd reason, like they have that meaning in their head, money is power, but it's necessarily not. Look at all the money he got. You on a 4x4. There's nothing, and there's nothing what I'm saying. They don't even want your money. They want you on their 4x4. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I feel like what make me different is me. I'm a nonchalant nigga. I never gave a fuck. Like I don't care about no nothing. It's just been my character. But I'm not a shitty nigga. I'm not gonna sit here and walk around and I'm not a hater. I wish everybody the best. That's the truth. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I wish everybody the best. I don't think about people like that too when we wish them bad. So I feel like what makes me different is my voice, most definitely. I don't think there's no artist that sound like me. That's what stick me up from everybody. My voice.
Talk about how important it is to be involved in your own sound, not just your voice, but even production down to the 808 bass, and to
Lumen
have
does Lumen does all my beat. I don't know if you know him, Johnny Lumen. He worked with D Baby and No Cap on him. That's who do all my beat. He actually is in Houston. He works out of Sugar Hill. So that's who does all my beats so far. Lumen. I did some with Saint. Mm, I'm trying to work with a nigga called Seven. It's a nigga that they keep telling me his name is Seven. They say he's one of the best producers in the city. He a weird nigga, but they say he the best producer. So I haven't met, I don't even think I've met this nigga, to be honest with you. I might have. I wouldn't have known, but yeah, I would love to work with Seven for sure. You know, somebody who just fixed my ponchoir.
you have any upcoming projects or any projects you're currently working on?
So I dropped the tape on my birthday, which was last month. On May 23rd, I dropped the tape. And I just dropped a video too, maybe 12 days ago, 13 days ago now. We're almost at 50K views. So my momentum is still there. I just gotta utilize it. You know what I'm saying? My momentum's still out there. I really just gotta pop back out. I'm taking a break, but I don't know. I don't know. I gotta just. I'm full throttle though. I'm going all the way this time. We're going all the way this time.
All gas, no brakes.
No more breaks. I'm talking about if this car wreck, let it wreck. We just gonna leave. We gonna keep that foot on that gas, no matter what we do this time on this go around. I think because my goal was really to be the biggest by 28, but I already set myself back because I am 28. So I already set myself back. So now I need to be the biggest by 30. It's still possible. I gotta just make it happen. Once I hit 31, though, oh shit.
I'm gonna
If
be
I ain't
honest
make it
with you.
happen,
I didn't know I was older than you. I kid you not. I thought we were the same age.
I'm 28. I just turned 28 last month. I just look old, man. Nigga been working, nigga been hustling their
No,
whole life.
it's just how you carry yourself. You know, you think
Now, a lot
I'm
of people
older.
say that though. A lot of people tell, man, you just look a little older, or you just don't act like it. Man, nigga been through life. Once you been through life and you experience a bunch of shit, you start understand a lot of things not even worth the stress. The shit that kill a nigga is stress. So I stay far away from all that extra stuff.
What are some things that you learned growing up that you were just like, I'm going to either disregard it or I'm gonna implement it in my life as I grow older?
Always stand on business first, no matter what they throw at you, no matter what the offer is. What I tend to understand a lot about a human beings is human beings don't have character no more. And that's what makes a human being, your character, your personality. So a nigga like me, it's actually crazy that you asked me this question because OG Block just pulled me to the side the other day and he was like, man, brother, I like the type of nigga you is, I like your personality, but you gotta kind of be a little bit me, I gotta be more of a people's person. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, what you mean a people's person? I'm a cool nigga. Yeah, you cool, but your facial expression not easy for a nigga to walk up on and have a conversation with you. You be looking like you ready to snap every second. I said, man, OG, I'm just in the corner loaded, man. I'm just trying to be loaded and relaxed. I don't really be thinking too much of anything. Like, I'm just letting you know, bro. If a nigga was to walk around, niggas be nervous. Nigga would be nervous. You know, nigga would be nervous being around you, not knowing you're not even a threat. And I'm looking, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna work on it. So maybe I gotta work on my facial expressions, you know. But
I trust me, I've heard the same thing. Like I give unapproachable a lot of times,
uh,
but I'm just like, okay, people still
nigga can't
approach
be
me.
nigga can't be walking around just smiling all day. What the fuck? You
Right?
don't
Then
think I
somebody gonna
lost
be
it?
like, "Ooh, they look crazy." Like,
Yeah, you
ooh.
don't think a nigga definitely lost it? Nigga walk around this motherfucker just
Be
hell
like,
no.
yeah, Be like, "Hi, bye."
I tell you, I tell you, man, it's so crazy, man. There's so much things that's gonna be going on too. You know, my partner signed to Young Boy. My partner signed to Young Boy. So, and I see he got this concert going. You know, my vulture partners and shit in Louisiana. My boy Vay, Bino, you know, say RP Do Bug. That's it, man. It's been. Last year was a tough year. Last year was a tough year, actually, to be honest with you. And I'm surprised that I'm actually mentally still able to do what I do. Last year was a tough year. Not on finances, but you know, everybody got problems. If it ain't money, it's something else. So, you know, but I'm thankful, thankful,
How are you?
thankful.
What are some coping mechanisms, if you choose to share, that you go through so that way you could stay in a well mental state?
Man, I just get hella high, man. It can't be nothing else, man. To be honest, it's like when you're dealing with death, it's really not much to do to cope with death. Like I always tell people this, shit, you might just walk around somewhere and a memory flashback comes in, and now you didn't, you know, now you back in rage mode or you fucked up depressed mode or whatever it may be. I just tell people you got to find a way to cope with it because time don't stop. That's one thing I watch. I got a Rolex. Every time I look at my watch, the time keep going like this. It don't stop. It just tell me, my nigga, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So until you break out the funk or you lose yourself in that cycle, and once you lose yourself, it's always hard to recover yourself. So I always advise people if you got to go do a drug to cope, but don't do nothing too crazy that you throw your whole mind off. You know, smoke a little weed, drink a little liquor, you're gonna be okay. Shit. It's life. People die every day. You know, people lose people every day. And this is like honestly, all around the world, people die every day. So I'm learning. You know, you just gotta cope with it. It's really not much you can do about it. And yeah, find whatever your favorite drug is and just pop that motherfucker. I guess so. I'm not the best nigga to ask for advice when you go to that shit because I'm gonna tell you to smoke some weed. So you know, but I always tell people when it comes to that field, that's what I do. I cope. I just light my blunt up and I just keep my day going. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just go ahead and mellow myself all the way out. I'm cool. So if nigga asks me what's the best cope method, man, go ahead and light that blizzy up, man. I don't know what it is to you. Man. Go ahead and light that blunt up, Pete. You know what I'm saying? That's the best advice I give any human being. So that's why I don't really be giving people advice when it comes to that field because they be saying I'm tripping. Shit. Tell me.
I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that answer, but what is some advice you can give to other artists as far as the business side of their artistry?
Man, don't get sucked in no warp hole, man. Don't let these niggas deceive you. Don't let nobody that feel like they helped you. Cause that's another thing I learned. I watched this through. I don't want to speak on this man's career, but that's the only example I got. Guapo. I don't know if you know Lil Guapo. Guapo, Guapo, a talented ass nigga. I'm not a hater. I was in the studio with Guapo when he made that song, Mr. Put It On. Actually, I was in the studio because my cousin was his manager at that point. So I was actually just in the studio session. And I'm just like, man, this young nigga got something. Like I said, I ain't no hater. I'm gonna tell you when a nigga got something, when a nigga don't got something. That young nigga had something. Now necessarily what happened to him, is I feel like he got juiced up in the hype too much that he forgot to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens. Once they cut you that first check, you feel like, oh yeah, I already made it. It's over with. You forget to, you know what I'm saying? You forget to keep putting in that work. You gotta have at least a solid 5 to 10 gold to platinum records before you feel like you could relax and kick your feet up. I don't really think there's a lot of Houston artists that is still popping right now. They got a mix. They got a gold plaque or a platinum plaque. I know Mexican OT got one for sure. I know he got one. I don't really know any undergrounds or like coming up. I know Don Toliver got one, but he gone. So if I'm looking at it from the interior of the city, I don't think South Walker got a gold plaque, which is I don't know how that's possible, but I don't think Maxwell Queen got a gold plaque. I don't think I don't know if Zero got one. I don't know. A lot of people don't have that gold plaque. It's not really it's really actually harder than what it looks. It's not an easy achievement. Mona Leo got one. You know what I'm saying? I know Mona Leo got one. But you know, I don't know. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know, man. You just gotta. I guess you gotta just keep working. Don't listen to nobody. Just do what's best for you. That's my only advice to anybody. Just do what works best for you. Stop trying to put other people in consideration or, oh man, yeah, man, I got to see how it's gonna do my man's. Your man's not gonna think how you think. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in life you gotta take the selfish route. You gotta do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put yourself first. Because at the end of the day, a nigga's gonna follow whatever a nigga gonna follow anything. That's what I done learned about this motherfucker. They gonna follow anything. They gonna see anything, they gonna follow anything. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, it's like for example, this the streamer shit that happened yesterday. The streamer university stuff, the prom or whatever they had. I know a lot of them streamers. I genuinely do. I damn near watch these niggas get to the level they at. But at the same time, I'm not a YouTube nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to sit there and put a phone in my face or a camera and record myself. How that shit, I leave that for the I can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like no hate, no negative, no negativity or nothing, but I said just live your life, take the risk, and just do what you feel like you need to do and stop thinking about what anybody thinks. You know what I'm saying? Like just go with your move. You don't know when it's gonna pay off. You could I don't know, just go with your move. I tell people if you're meant to be a millionaire, it's gonna happen regardless. You know what I'm saying? You could be at a fucking Starbucks and you're sitting
Yeah.
down, you talking to a millionaire, and before you know it, he likes your energy. Now, boom, he didn't put you on something else. Yeah, this is how you make a quick 100,000. Boom. So you know what I'm saying? I feel like life, if it's meant to be, it's gonna be. It's not. This is not no. It's nobody that can stop your blessings. You know what I'm saying? We all under one Messiah at the end of the day. So it is what it is, man. I feel like just keep your foot on that gas. Like I said, fuck them brakes. If you wreck, get out and try again and shit.
How can other artists or people in general reach you? And what is the best way to contact you for them?
Man, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I don't know necessarily what artists would want to reach me for, but I'm not an easy nigga to do music with because I don't rap with everybody. If you really go back and pay attention to every song and every tape or EPs or everything I release, it's really the same people. I don't. I kind of. I'm kind of on some Key Glock shit to be honest with you. I don't like rapping with everybody. So you could reach me, you could DM me, we could have a conversation. We could. It don't ever be about the money. To be honest with you, it's more of a preference thing. If I listen to your song, I feel like you got something. I might got something for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not. I probably won't even charge you a damn thing. To be honest with you, like I'll just say, man, get the session, man. Let's do it. Because I don't believe in. I believe we're all one city at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So if Tom wins, Jerry's supposed to win. If it wasn't no Jerry, it would be no Tom. That's why it's called Tom and Jerry. It is what it is, right? Without Jerry, ain't no Tom. Without Tom, ain't no Jerry. So you can reach me on Instagram. I think Instagram will probably be their best bet, or probably email. I don't. I be on Instagram, but I really don't pay attention to how people be thinking I pay attention. I log in, I feel like I am the show. So I feel like when I log in, let me pop my shit right quick, let me log off this bitch. I don't really got time to be on here. So, that's why I don't really make a lot of posts. Like, it'd be crazy. I be fly as hell. I don't no picture. I don't even like taking pictures, to be honest with you. And it just be like, I can't even show you a picture from when I was a kid. I only got one childhood memory, you know what I'm saying? So that tells you how much I'm really not too much of a fan of taking pictures. So, um, shit, yeah, just DM me, I guess. DM me, DM me, tell me, they can say if they tell me you sent them, or if they tell me they watch your, yeah, I most likely respond faster. To be honest,
Okay,
otherwise
I got
I
you.
really don't really care.
I got you. You know, I got you. And before we close, I just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview you because this has been forever in the making. I'm
Man,
glad.
you a goat. You a goat to me. That's what you don't. A lot of people don't understand. I have so much. I have like a little list. I have this little. I have a book. Trust me. I have like this little book I write, and it's crazy because that's the only thing I really use my pen for, is to put the names down on my little book for whenever I hit that high magnitude. You know what I'm saying? So that way I know, okay, I gotta do something for her. I gotta do something for him. Whether it not be no money or whatever, even if it's a fucking commercial. You know what I'm saying? Well, whether it be a motherfucking a business position in my life, or whatever the fuck, you can just be my motherfucking PR. Something. This motherfucker looked at me back then and believed in me. You know what I'm saying? So I have like a little book where I write the names down. Really not that much names. I was telling nigga, like, I think if I was to chatter a jet right now, I think everybody would be comfortable, overly comfortable. Because I really don't. I don't. I'm not a dick rider. I don't know how to do it. I'm not. That's it. But yeah. So I'm just rocking with who's rocking with me right now, and really who rocking and who not rocking. I'm rocking with both. Like I said, I just did 50K in 4 days. I mean, not in 4 days, in about 12 days. So if I could do 50K in about 12 days, no matter how nobody want to look at it or nobody want to say, you still watching me. You don't gotta put uh firm print on it, but I'm still doing my numbers, so I'm still winning in my little field, I guess. I believe.
Oh yeah, you know you're gonna stay winning because I'm keep plugging your stuff on my stories because the music is there. Matter of fact, the business,
Yeah.
like, you're there. You know what I'm saying? And I need everybody to tap into Young Vinchy, okay? And it's gonna be in the description below. And you already know what's going on. You know we here with it. And
I'm
like I
winning.
said, I want to thank you so much. And man, keep going, okay?
I can't give up, man. That's one thing I can't do, man. When you play a video game, I feel like life is like a video game. How those games we play, people don't pay attention though. Whenever you die, it tells you restart or quit. I'm always restart before I quit. That's just the type of nigga I am. So
And and you know what? Matter of fact, we're gonna have to do a part two with this interview. We're gonna have to do a part two.
we
But
rocked out, man. I really
but
wanted to talk
hey,
more shit, man, but I'm gonna let
yeah,
them make
yeah,
it, man.
you gotta
I'm
let
gonna
them
let them,
make it.
I'm gonna
Let
let
them
them
make
make
it.
it.
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your girl J.Renae. You know I've got something to say. Bringing you new episodes and new guests on your Talk With Me podcast exclusively on YouTube. Like, share, and of course subscribe. And follow us on IG too. Alright y'all, bye.